Hello again, this is Delta Climber coming to you from Delta Climber Studios, Roblox, and SwordBurst 2. I hope you guys have had a great summer, and I've been off of SwordBurst 2 for quite a while, and someone told me that there was a Halloween event. So, the Halloween event portal is at Redvale Grove. Again, the Halloween event portal is at Redvale Grove. Once you log in over to the right, you'll see on top of this little hill the Halloween event portal. Once you get in, you'll be at the center of a courtyard. This courtyard leads to all of the mini bosses and bosses, by the way. So the first one I want to show you, now normally I have dual swords, long swords, so I can super speed jump. But really all you have to have is make sure you have health. I think you have to be a level 50 or something to get health. And mine is pinned on H. And make sure you have sprint, which mine is on the tab key. Sprint, and you should be fine. The first one I want to show you is there's this big wizard guy. You have to look for the pretty blue trees, and over here at the pretty blue trees you'll find 4 pylons, and in the pylons you have to come up to it, and that's where the big wizard guy will show up. Now there's a couple of ways to do this. Let me show you the first way. Is you go past him, and there's a big giant bookshelf over here. You can get all the way, some people can get into the top of the bookshelf. I can get in the second floor, but not the top. And if you have a long katana, you can sit under here and clobber this guy and take no damage. Unfortunately, right in front of the bookshelf is a little cliff, and he does not automatically come up that cliff. In order to get him to come up the cliff, and you're in here, you just go side to side like this, and that will make him work his way up the cliff, and then you'll be able to clobber him from here. So this is not the best mini boss to AFK farm. I've seen people on top of those pylons out there, but I don't know how to get on top of the pylons, because I can't fly. Unless you jump on top of one of the little mini wizards. Now you see he's doing me a little damage. I back up a little bit. I've tried this with dual long swords, but the spinning makes you come off of the back of the bookshelf, the back wall, just enough so he can do you damage. But a long katana, and you can clobber this guy. Now, the other way to defeat him that I found, and I'm sure there's many ways. Again, you come up to the pylons, and poof, he will come up. I follow this little road right over to the back of this house, and there's a fence. Once you lead them over here, this is, there's one of them that can do you damage here, but the little wizards, but the big wizard cannot. So I just sit here until I defeat the little wizards. And once the little wizards are done, I will show you how I take care of the big wizard. This is not AFK either. There's one little wizard. And Wiki says this guy drops. I go to the back of this little house with a long katana again, and I catch him on the corner and move up just enough. And again, if he starts doing you damage, I'm a level 250 with good armor and a good shield. All I have to do is press H to renew my health, and I can defeat him toe to toe. But if you can't, you can back off with a long katana, and take care of him right here, which is what we'll finish doing. Again, this is the Magnoor, the mini boss. One of the mini bosses. This guy, I think, is supposed to drop a katana. One thing about katanas is it takes them a second to rev up, to speed up, but they do speed up. There they go. There it goes. It's speeding up, and when it speeds up, it'll peel off points. This is a level 120 legendary katana from floor or 11. You can do this with any long katana, and just the lower the level, the more time it will take. And he should be toast. There he is. I have beat this guy up so many times that I can't count, and he has not once dropped anything for me, but he is supposed to drop. Alright, the next guy I want to show you is Ignore. Alright, get my sprint ready, because these little wizard guys will jump on you. You go like you're going to the pylons, but follow the trail to the right. Hang a right. And you're going to come up to a pumpkin patch. Now these guys will swarm on you, as will the wizard guys there. They have a respawn set here. I recommend setting it. And then here is a little hidden cave. You have to go ahead and take care of the things that follow you down here before you go down, or you'll just have more to fight. These guys, again, not that bad. I press H to renew my health and finish them off. Down here in the cave is supposed to be, there he is, Ignore. So again, I back up into the cave where he can't come to me and take care of the little guys, these little skeletons. And renew my health again. I think it's like a 20 or a 30-second reset on the health. And then once you're through with the little guys, I just pull out here. And I'll be honest with you, I just recently found this guy's lair. I was searching all over the place, and then I finally bumped into this hidden cave. They've got vines hanging down in front of the cave. It is pretty much hidden, but I know he drops. I've seen people with this axe before. Every once in a while, a little skeleton will. The other two stay on the other side of the cave for the most part. Just gotta take care of this one guy. And then, oh look! A bone-plated shield. I was wondering what that was. I saw people had a shield on their back on top of this white shield, and I did not know what it was. Now I do. It is a bone-plated shield. Is it better than the red one I have from floor 11 mini bosses? So I ease out here with a long katana. Now I have gotten a katana from the next mini boss, the green mini boss. It looks like the boss from World 5, but it is short. It is a short katana. This is a long katana. Good long katanas I'd recommend. We'll take a look at them here in a second. I'll finish this guy off. A bone-plated shield, I'm going to have to take a look and see if it is a better shield than the red one I have. Comes another bonehead. Oh, looking at that guy's head up there, he's kind of beat up. Pretty raggedy looking. Mummified maybe. Oh, a little too close. And he does no more damage than the big wizard guy. And down he goes. One little skeleton following me back up in here. Take care of him so we can... two of them. They're all mad. That's right. That's right. I took out your boss. Now you should be angry. So you boneheads, give me another bone shield. All right. Shields and miscellaneous things show up under miscellaneous, obviously. Let's see if I can... There's the bone shield here. 160, 3250. And that's for the bone right here. I have the ruby bulwark. Oh yes, the bone is better. So I'm going to put it on. I'm going to have to take it. Let me see where, and it replaces that one. I'm going to have to take this one off. Which you go here, unequip, and then it takes me a second. I hadn't been on in a while, and then you wear that one and it'll pop up in its place. And now you have a very interesting looking shield. I think this is the design they wanted you to get both of them. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to work on him a little later. Right now we have an appointment with the next mini boss. Look for the leaves, the vines covering up the hole there to Ignoramus, whatever. So we're just going to sprint on. It's a little ways around there. I might go ahead and just put on my dual long swords. Here's a guy over here. The level 200 long swords look like that. I think that's what he's got. He's showing off by being here. But I have not bumped into those yet. So I'm going to stick with my virulence. Might put those on slowly because the delete button is right underneath there. We're going to do a super speed jump. If you don't know how to super speed jump, all you got to do is watch a video I have on my playlist where I taught my wife how to super speed jump. Boy, that is a raggedy. I didn't let it spin enough. There we go. Wait and let it spin and make a circle with dual long swords. You do the long sword special. Then you press the minimize button and hold it. Let it go. Bring it back up. And then you do shift locks. You have to have shift locks on. And then super speed jump. That's still not the best I've ever done, but that is faster than walking. Super speed jump does not use your stamina like sprinting does. So I took a left when we came out of the courtyard. Here is another place where you can reset your respawn point. Those are pretty handy. And wow, pretty far up here, but that's all right. There we go, right here. And we're going to join the crowd. This one you can, and a lot of people do, auto farm by just sitting here. Again, if you just hold down your left mouse button, you see it stops. Hold down the left mouse button and you keep fighting. So all you need is rubber band, a ball of paper, and you have an auto clicker. You don't have to worry about software and viruses or anything. And I have a video that shows you how to do that as well. Here we go. Bulwark. Bulwick drops a katana. I have gotten one of his katanas, but it is short. And usually there's somebody sitting here that helps you beat up Bulwick pretty quickly. And these other guys here, these giant tree ints, Elkwood giants. Let's take a look. Katanas. I am a katana kind of guy. I really like katanas. If I could super speed jump with a katana, I'd be dangerous. But you could use... Nope, Soul Render is short. You could use Kusanji's. Kusanji's a good long katana. You could use World Slayer, which is a level 120. Or you could use what I like is the Terminus from World 11. Now, well, the one that I got here is Knight's Blossom. He's back. Let me get over here and fight a little bit. It is short. I've looked at him. I have fought with him. And now here's something else that I found that was interesting. I looked all through the Burst store and cannot find the upgrade protection scrolls, which is very interesting. Go here. Upgrade protection scrolls are nowhere to be found, which means you will be using a lot of crystals to upgrade your weapons. So I just upgraded my katana here halfway for right now. It starts off hitting harder than the level 120 maxed out. Well, it's clean. It hits harder than the 120 maxed out. So I'm hitting over 5k with this katana. 5493. And maxed out a 120 hits 3252, 3452, something like that. Help beat up this guy here. And one more time. All right. Once again, quite a ways around there. I'm going to go ahead and put on my long swords, these Virulence. I maxed those out. Even with upgrade protection scrolls, it took like 40 legendary crystals to max these out. And I think each. And it only goes up to 20. So it's important to know that you're going to be using a lot of crystals to get your stuff upgraded without the upgrade protection scrolls. Super speed jump. I want to do the special. Let it do a circle. Hold minimize button. Hold it for a few seconds. Let it go. Bring it back up. And shift locks. Shift locks. Now, oh, he's back. Try one more time. It's not bad to keep trying. All right, I'm going to keep going because this is a big circle. I'm keep going in the direction I was going. I noticed that these doggies are they got little flashlights on them or something. They have light. Well, this is the way we came, apparently. So we're going to go back the way we came. And when we get around here to the courtyard, you'll see some steps. Here we go, the big steps. Going up. Here's another respawn point set. Reset for the respawn. I'm going to super speed jump in here. Not that I'm in any danger really, but just know that coming through that portal will knock off your super speed jump. You have to reset it. Now these guys here, and there's lots of them, they drop a common armor And the common armor, I think, is stronger than the World 11 Legendary. Just a common. Now, I'd like to have the level 200 armor, and I haven't found it yet with this armor that is in here. Go under armor, and right here, see the legendary 15055, and down here 11255. No, it's not, but it's a 140. It's a level 140, and it's a common, which you'll get a bunch of them, and they'll be very cheap to upgrade. But they are not as strong as the level 120 legendary. Now the neon chest, it appears in here, and here comes the Headless and all of his little henchmen. So I usually head up to the steps, over to one side or the other, and I need to take out these little guys first if you're going to solo this guy. If you can, again, renew my health here. If you can take out the little guys, the big guy, the Headless Horseman, hangs up on the steps. There we go. And you could actually back up a little bit with a long katana and reach out and touch him and not take any damage. Like right now, the Virulence is a pretty long sword. And I'm touching him and not taking much damage. It's going to take a minute to take this guy out. I'm doing him, I'm just touching him. I want to do full damage on him. So I'm going to have to renew my health frequently. Or you could put up a tree and use your shield. There was a herd, a bunch of army of people here one night this past week. And you could, very low level characters were in there, and they were able to fight him as well. And while I was fighting, I did get a Vampire Curse, which is a rapier. I'm not a big rapier fan, but some people are. And I also got the Spirit Shield, which I have on my back now. The Spirit Shield is best in game at this point. And as you can see, there's another neon chest pops up back there. As you can see, you can, at a level 200-ish, with good armor, good shield, and good weapon, you can get rid of the little guys, and then you can renew your health and take out this big guy. You can solo the Headless Horseman. It just takes quite a while. What you want to do is maximize the number of defeats, defeat him, so that you can maximize your chances of getting a drop. And the best way to do that is with a bunch of people. Even if you're dual running, you have two computers up, you could have an alt character sitting here at the side. If he's a high enough level, he can take care of the little guy by himself, and while you're out leading the Headless Horseman over here, and situate them just right, and then bring your alt character in and speed up the process twice as fast. And I run two computers usually when I'm playing video games. Any day now, a Headless Horseman. Is that his head he has over underneath that arm? I don't know. His horse, woo. His horse has had an accident. He doesn't have the guts to do that again. Boom. And the Headless Horseman goes down. There he is. And I have noticed this. When I come out here, what happened to super speed jump? That's pretty bad. That by the time I finish the Headless Horseman, there's 2 chests that show up. I've gotten nothing from these chests but Veil, which is not necessarily useless, as I will show you. If I can get this super speed jump to get out of slow motion, I think it would be faster to run. But they do have a new store here at the Halloween event. And I think it's level 140 stuff there. Alright, let's do a super speed jump here. See if I can get a good one going so we can fly on back to the courtyard. Oh, you brute. You mud brute, you. Going to beat the mud off of you. Of course, these are the floor 10 monsters. These are the shady villagers from floor 10. Harbinger of bad news. A harbinger, I guess. Harbinger. And here we go. We're going to run back so that I can show you the store, and then that will be the Halloween event. I think this guy was... Hello. What are you doing here? Wow, it's the first one I've seen in the courtyard that can fight you. This wizard guy. He's got me pushed up against a wall. Well, they, I think they all drop something. Just a lot of commons, some uncommons. And here's the guy over here by the store. We're going to go in here. Hello. What are you selling? And you can see it's quite costly. $500,000 for the one-hand claymore. And these are level, I think they're level 140. Yeah, 140. And you can see 2578. This is a common that hits as hard as a maxed out level 100 legendary from World 10. So it's pretty good. And you have long swords or one-hand swords. Sawhook blade. The sawhook, there's a sawtooth blade that the tree ant guys drop, but here's a sawhook blade. This is a rapier, and that other the sawtooth blade that they drop is a katana. Here is a rugged saber, which is a katana. A saber is usually, never mind, katana. And then you have Dark Harvest, which is a scythe, but it's 650,000. I'll get one of those. There it is, because people like scythes. But anybody can. This is from anybody can come in the store and buy that if you have the money. Just if you have the money. But that's all Veil is good for, because they changed it to where you have a cap of 10 million, I think it is. When you get to 10 million, that's all you can have. Well, this is Delta Climber coming to you from Roblox, SwordBurst 2, and the Halloweeny event. I do not know how long it will be here, but it does say limited time. So enjoy the video, enjoy the game, play it straight. Until next time, arrivederci.
This has been a Delta Climber Studio production.